Hi guys, Geekonomics here. What I'd like to do today is to run through 4 potential exam papers for the F585 global economy. Give you a little bit of a flavour as to what you might expect in June 2015. Remember, the 11th, date for your diaries. So I've drawn these up in the same way with regard to the allocation of marks, the same way that you would expect to see the paper in the summer. So let's get into them. So first paper, 1A, distinguish between short run and long run economic growth, 4 marks. 1B, analyse the reasons why the UK's economic recovery may not be sustainable, 6 marks. 1C, comment on the extent to which supply side reforms can be expected to improve the UK's net trade position, 10 marks. Then we move on. Question 2. Again, A, B and C. 2A, explain the factors promoting globalisation, for 4 marks. 2B, analyse the effects of international trade, for 6 marks. And 2C, comment on the extent to which changes in comparative advantage can explain the changes in the patterns of trade, 10 marks. And the final question on this paper, the essay question, discuss the extent to which globalization benefits developed countries at the expense of developing countries. 20-mark question. So that's paper 1. Here's another potential, paper 2. 1A, describe the different stages of the economic cycle, for 4 marks. 1B, analyse the constraints to economic growth in the UK economy, 6 marks. 1C, comment on the extent to which supply side reforms might rebalance the UK economy, 10 marks. Question 2. Explain the stages of economic integration, for 4 marks. 2B, analyse the effects of increased regional economic integration, for 6 marks. And 2C, comment on the extent to which the pattern of world trade can be explained with reference to comparative advantage alone, for 10 marks. And then finally, the big hitter, the essay question, discuss the extent to which globalization promotes economic development in, number 1, emerging economies, and number 2, less developed economies. That's paper 2. Paper 3 then. Define the national income multiplier and explain what determines its size, for 4 marks. 1B, analyse the extent to which the concerns identified by John Van Reenen may restrain the long-term growth prospects of the UK economy, for 6 marks. C, comment on the extent to which rebalancing the economy away from consumption and towards investment would make economic growth more sustainable, 10 marks. Question 2. Part A. Explain the role of the WTO, World Trade Organization, 4 marks. 2B. Analyse the effects of increased regional economic integration, for 6 marks. 2C. Comment on the conclusions that can be drawn from an analysis of the data shown in figures 4.2, 4.3 and 4.4, 10 marks. And then the final essay question, discuss the proposition that economic growth will eliminate poverty, 20 marks. And then a final example of a potential paper. I've missed out question 2C on this one purely because I think I've exhausted the potential alternative questions for that. So starting on 1A, define what's meant by long-term unemployment, for 2, and define what is meant by terms of trade, for 2. Quite often that 1A question, or the 2A question for that matter, can be split up into 2+2 mark question. 1B, analyse a benefit for international competitiveness of any two of the 6 policies featured in figure 2.2 for 6 marks. With reference to extracts 1 and 2, comment on the case for a rebalancing of the UK economy for 10. Question 2, distinguish between trade creation and trade diversion. Again, that's a 2-2 split. 2 for trade creation, 2 for trade diversion. If you're not sure what it is, check out my video and associated diagram that goes alongside of that. With reference to extract 4, analyse the relationship between economic growth and growth of world trade for 6 marks. Missing 2C on this occasion, and then a final one in terms of an essay, discuss the case for allowing the benefits of globalization to so-called trickle down, 20 marks. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Be interesting to see how close we get to the actual paper come the 11th of June with that. I hope your revision is going well, and I wish you all the very best success with your exam.